What's up, comic fans, and it's time for Monday Night Raw Books. Bam, we in the house. We in the hizzle. We got Monday Night Raw, and over here, Nikki Bella just walked out. Got this random hair just hanging out over there. Maybe we'll turn off this light. What do you think? Oh, and then we'll go for more side lighting, maybe something a little bit more natural. There we go. Will Rock, so do you, Psychotronic Square Gun, Aaron in the house. And so is Joseph Michaels, the adventurous one. All right, guys, today is the day. Today is Duck Race Day. So we'll see if anybody else pops in on the chat. But meanwhile, we might as well share one last hashtag to get one last duck in the race. So let's do this. And then we do this. And then you guys put in hashtag all the ducks. And then maybe, just maybe, you get an extra duck. All right, so we'll let that run for a couple of minutes. We'll let it breathe. We're here, though. Oh. All the ducks. All right, we'll give it another minute. Maybe somebody else wants in. In the meantime, guys, you share some books that I'm pulling out for probably for sale. We got Cannibal #1. Maybe coming to Psychotronic Squirt Gun's stream at some point. What else we got? We got Legend of the Dark Knight #2. This is the cardstock cover, the B cover, and the first appearance of Quiz, who's like a Riddler disciple. Somebody wants to help the Riddler. What else we pulled out? Exiles #10. Just a really cool cover here. DNA, David Nakayama. Pretty hot artist at the time, or at this time. You like Scotty Young? We got The Me You Love in the Dark. I'll probably sell this as issues 1 through 4. And this is all hypothetical. I'm saying I'm going to sell them. I don't have a date. I don't have a time. I don't know. I have some pretty cool comics, though. You want some Stan Sakai? You want some Yosagi Yojimbo? I got that for you. Even early Yosagi does well. I think the last sale of this was about $8 to $10. So $10 if you had shipping. And then who doesn't want this, guys? Turok #1. Nice minty Turok #1. Shiny, shiny. Foily. All right, let's spin this. So hopefully you got this in. All the ducks. We're going to spin it. See who wins it. Let me just mute this before it gets a little cray-cray. Hopefully everybody here is doing well. Everyone needs, right? You can't have Turok, not have Turok #1 in your PC. Let's do this. This track is called Feeding the Ducks. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but we got some music in the background. All right, let's go ahead and spin this. Mark wants all the Toroks. All right. So Aaron, Psychotronic Squirt Gun, gets one more duck. So that is 3 ducks in this race with the Psychotronic Squirt Gun. I dropped my Post-its. All right. done. The list is done. There are 15 names in the list. Not unique names, just 15 names. Some people have 3. Some people have 1 duck. Some people have 2 ducks. A lot of different denominations of ducks. All right, let's see. Let's set this. Joffrey's in the house, just in time, and so's Dagger. Yo, 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 yo. Just in time for the duck race, guys. Just in time. All right, so Joffrey has a prize pack going. I haven't sent it yet, but don't be surprised. Ask Joe how long it takes me to send a prize pack out. But I swear today, after it's all said and done, we got the box ready. I like to reuse my boxes. Recycle. All about the recycling. Don't throw out those boxes when you're done. Recycle those boxes. All right. Sorry, wrestling. Monday Night Football starts too. You can expect me on the stream to be like, so you'll tune in to watch me watch football. All right, let's see. All right, we got that all set up. That's set. Let's hit this. All right, I'll bring you guys on board. That's not it. We're gonna bring you on board for this. All right, so I set it to 2 minutes. I know that's a long time, but I have comics to show. Shipping time is not guaranteed. There you go. And yes, happy Monday, everybody. All right, so let's start it off. Start it off big like this. I set it for 2 minutes, guys. We're gonna shuffle. Shuffle once. Shuffle twice. Shuffle 3 times. And we'll shuffle one more for good luck. And now, let's go. All right, guys, so the ducks are just all kind of lined up in a row. In the meantime, I'll show you some books. We've got Dark Avengers number 13. This is the origin of Sentry, and a really cool cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 33. This is part of the Nick Spencer run. Nobody likes that, but this is the Walmart exclusive. Cafu on the art. A lot of people thought it was Alex Ross for a minute, and then found out it wasn't. Jerry Ordway on this book. We've got Wildstar. This is the first appearance of Wildstar. Gets his powers from a starfish-like alien tech thing. Anyway, it's embossed. Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vow number 2. Ryan Stegman and Jerry Conway on this one. Origin of Spinneret, when Mary Jane Watson gets her spider suit. And last, first solo appearance in Origin of Wave. I got 2 copies of that. Probably got a couple more than that. All right, 40 seconds left in the duck race. And let's see where we're at. You got the adventurous Joe Green Duck up top. Oh, I see an Aaron Duck slowly matriculating his way to the front with the cap. Dagger Batman Duck on the outside, just chilling. Got a Swag Duck all the way in the back. Stafford Duck falling behind. There's a Rhino Duck just kind of secretly in there. Oh, here comes the Joffrey Duck. Is Joffrey just going to double up on prizes with 7 seconds left? 6, 5. Oh, here comes a Joe Duck, though. It's going to be a photo finish, but Joffrey. Oh, the Joffrey Duck. Good job, Joffrey Duck. I'm a pretty duck. Oh, what's up, Kirby's in the house. How's it going, Kirby? Kirby was on with Aaron today, flinging books. A pretty duck won it. There you go. Natural mermaid. All right, so that just means we got to stuff some extra books into that box. So, same box, more comics. Speaking of more comics, as we go through our box of comics here, we have A-Force number 2. This is the first appearance of the Singularity, and also it is a Dr. Doom cover. Got Dr. Doom, you got the Scales of Justice. Pretty cool. If you ask me, in my opinion, pretty cool. We got Brigade number 1. This is Rob Liefeld. Believe it or not, for some reason, this book, not really thought of as a key book. I mean, it's Brigade number 1, First Brigade. I've seen sales of this upwards of like $10. I don't know. Rob Liefeld, I think, did some, not Kickstarter, but like just sold books off his IG, like did his own printings of profit or something, and I forget what it was, but apparently he's hot. Rob Liefeld. All right, let's grab some more books. See what we got. This might be a Walmart exclusive. Venom versus Carnage, or it came out of a Walmart pack. Let's see. Yeah, it's the variant edition. So this is Venom versus Carnage. This one's probably going to go into the PC, but this is Kid Venom, the negative space variant. So that's pretty cool. Yes, go get that grub. All right. Who here likes Jim Lee? Because we have Suicide Squad. Now, this is not his cover for Suicide Squad number 2, but this is his cover for Suicide Squad number 2. But this might be Lee Bermejo. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. So you got Jim Lee interiors, which are fun. And I'm trying to see who did the cover. But if you like Jim Lee, because I show you none of it as I thumb through it. Got Boomerang there. Let's see. I don't think. All right. Well, I didn't see the page where they tell you who the cover artist is. There are ways to get this done. So I'm going to catch up on the chat, but also, guys, I use a website called Cover Price, and that'll be able to give me some insight as into who did the cover. What do we got here? Don't forget to Hulk smash that like button. I love when people Hulk smash. I felt you were calling me. Christina, come to my show. What's up, Sixth Face in the house? Howdy, fellas. Long time no chat. Harley in the house. Yes, hope you are doing well. Make sure you check out Sixth Face before August 6th. There you go. Well enough known. That's the thing, right? Is anybody going to listen? I feel like here we would. In this chat, we would totally listen. All right. So we have cover price here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the search. I'm going to look up Suicide Squad. I don't know why I had to capitalize that last S. And you can even put in, I can do Suicide Squad issue number 2. So if you do #2, you can even narrow your search down even more. So now it's going to give me the covers. Oh, Sheezels. Only took 9 months. I mean, I guess it's because it's Signature Series, but that's crazy. 9 months. That reminds me of years ago, the first book I submitted. Yeah, see, this is the Lee Bermejo variant cover. I submitted books to CGC, like my first couple of years doing it. That might have been like 2017 or something like that, maybe 2016. And that took forever. I put them in October, and I think I got them back like almost like the following November, like over a year. I thought they lost my books, but they kept telling me they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. Yeah, so that's a Lee Bermejo cover. So you got 2 really good cover artists on the Suicide Squad. Funny thing is, these books not really worth much, but awesome artwork. Harley front and center on both of them. It's like having a kid. They are my babies. We got a nice Batgirl 46 here. Very cool cover. This is Joshua. No, this is Lee In-hyuk Lee. Or Lee In-hyuk, sorry. Lee In-hyuk. That's what this is. Lee In-hyuk cover. Let's see. I thought it was Joshua Middleton, but that was Lee In-hyuk. We got Jim Lee Wildcats number 4. So what I've been doing, guys, is going through my long boxes. I moved like a few months ago. It's probably been about 6 months now. And I've been going through my long boxes, trying to figure out what in my collection I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. And I found this long box, just like all minor keys. And I might just be getting rid of this long box. So we'll see. This looks like a Walt Simonson cover. That's pretty cool. Comics Greatest World Week 3, Titan. So again, the Rhino's in the house. What's up, buddy? We love it when the Rhino's here. The Rhino has arrived. So I got to get rid of a few dozen short boxes. Oof, a few dozen. Yeah, I mean, I could get, I don't know if I have a few dozen. I mean, I could probably get rid of half of a dozen long boxes. Yes. Anyone looking for a Crow number 1 in the CGC 9.4? I heard that is a tough cover. So like a 9.4 is actually a pretty good grade. I heard that is a tough cover to get a good grade in. So I'm going to look for this Titan book and confirm if it is a Walt Simonson cover. But I feel like this is a Walt cover. Walt Simonson. Let's see, what do we got here? There's a lot of Titan books. That's Titans. It would go in alphabetical order. I could also, it may just be Titan week 3. Let's see if that comes up with anything. Comes up with some, not the book we're looking for. So we can just do this and see if that brings up anything. There's some other books called Titan. Astonishing Titan, Titan IE. This guy is very, very similar to what we're looking for. So, but I don't think it's just that one issue. Could be one of these books. But it is not. All right. So there is one other. It's one other way. Well, there's multiple ways. You know, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. Isn't that the saying? I don't skin cats, guys. That's not a thing. But let's see. So let's share this tab. Key Collector has a little tab here where you can do variants and non-key issues. I'm pretty sure Titan, not a key issue. Out of Dark Horse. This is Titan AE. Not what we're looking for. Publisher. Here we go. If I look up Dark Horse, that should narrow it down to that. All right, so apparently I could look it up by one other thing. I could just totally have the wrong name in here. This could just be comics. Greatest world. See if anything comes out of that. All right, so it looks like, here we go. Comics Greatest World. Who knew? It wasn't a Titan book. It was a Comics Greatest World book. And we did all this just to see if it's a Walt Simonson book. I'm actually kind of excited if it is a Walt Simonson book. The only problem here is they have not provided a lot of information. This signature down here looks a lot like Walt Simonson. So, all right, I'm going to come back over here. Key Collector actually will give you that kind of information. So, Comics Greatest World. Out of Dark Horse. From 1993, by the way, y'all. And they only have Ghost listed here, number 3. I said non-key issues. All right, let's see. Comics Greatest World King. Where's Titan? dealing with the non-key. Just doesn't exist. I'm going to pretend that it is. I'm going to pretend that it is Walt Simonson. And we'll confirm that at another time. Did you sign it, Will? I did not sign it. All right. What else we got? You guys didn't read this. This was good. I mean, it's over now, but this kind of brought in the Krakoa era. Or brought it out with Fall of the House of X, but Rise of the Powers of X. So that right there is Shadowcat or Kitty Pryde. And you got the rest of the guys. Wolverine, Iron Man was involved in this for a little bit. You got Xavier. That simple. I'm like, guys, look at all these apps I use to make everything in life so much easier. And you're just like, you know what? You got Google. Why don't you just Google Titan Walt Simonson? That easy. I should get this signed by Walt. And Jimmy Palmiotti. Not a bad creative team. Kyle Riley rookie cards. Nice. Got a nice little stash of Kyle Riley back there. I mean, if you get a couple of 10s or something, it still might be worth something. All right. What we got here? We got Magic negative space variant. I like negative space variants. I usually tend to collect them. And this is X-Men #1. As you can see, I like my negative space. Let's see, what else do we have here? This was free. Greg Rucka, Liam Sharp. Got what year this came out? Wonder Woman Day, #1. Free comics are cool too. I don't know why this is in there, but Destro #2. That's more of a new book. Let's see, where we at? I'm a sucker for negative space too. Kyle is the man. He broke the switch hitter pitcher home run record this week. He is on track to break Mickey Mantle's switch hitter home run record with ease. Cool books, Will. Thank you. Was it yeah, Kyle Riley is crushing it. But catchers, right? He's a catcher. What's Kyle Riley at right now in terms of home runs? 42. So he broke Todd Hundley's switch hitting record for catchers already. So if he just keeps mashing, he can have just the switch hitter record in general. But he broke the catching switch hitter record, which was held by Todd Hundley, a New York Met. I think he had 41. I think I'm right on that. But as we all know, Google. Just Google it. I got to grab a few more books. And then we're gonna do the first. We'll give away the first duck for August. Should probably just do that now. First duck for August. Let me just set that up real quick. There's also an epic battle going on over here between LA Knight and Seth Rollins. All right. So I'm going to share this tab, guys, and go ahead and put in. You are correct, sir. Yes. I know some sports, too. I swear, if I wasn't doing a comic YouTube, I would probably do a CM Punk just jumped in, by the way. I would probably do sports, do a sports stream, like my boy Ryzen Rhino. Let's see. Todd Hundley was a beast too. He was. And then the Mets went and got Piazza and really didn't have a space for him. They tried putting him in the outfield, and that was pretty bad. Duck it up. Duck it up. Duck it up. Do my ducks. I'm gonna do my ducks. All right. Here's some more books while you guys put in the duck. First duck. This is Canto 3, Lionhearted. This is the third arc of the Canto story. If you've never read Canto, at least the first arc, I would recommend reading the first arc. And it's like something the family can do. Like the whole family can enjoy Canto. It's not even that serious. Aaron, if you're still there, I don't know how interested you are in the Tynion Batman run, but I have a couple of doubles of that run. So, I know it's not a straight up 1-for-1 with the ASM, but I got that. And I pulled this out of my collection. The X-Files. I don't know if you have this one. Number 1 with the serial number. So this one's 16,506 of 120,000. So, hey, Aaron, I know we've been talking trades for those Spidey books. And then I did pull that to the side for you too. New Guardians number 2. First appearance, guys, of Snowblind, the only villain or hero that we know of that is powered by cocaine. And he was dead for a long time until a recent Catwoman run, I think 2 years ago. So I collect that man too. Who doesn't collect that man? I have some Tiny Onion, that man. I'd have to check. Loving the X-Files. Snowflame on. Yes, powered by cocaine. Lying snowblind in the sun. Coke Duck? Oh, yeah. 90s serials were higher than most modern print runs. Good stuff. Right? That's true. That's some funny stuff. I don't know if you guys ever read this, Nice House on the Lake. I thought it was a fun series. Some people didn't like it. Some people did. People feel like Tynion might have flamed out on the ending. I don't think it ended the way people expected it. I don't think it was a bad ending. But oh man, Roman Reigns is coming out now. CM Punk, LA Knight, now Roman Reigns. Insane. What else we got here? Oh, we got some Uncanny X-Men. Got Uncanny X-Men 184. Oh, he just got Superman punched into Tuesday. He's not in Monday's time zone anymore. We got Uncanny X-Men 194 with some Nimrod. Ooh, here's some good stuff. The New Defenders 143. That Moondragon. Angel. Iceman Beast on that cover. New Defenders 134. We've got the Defenders 103. That was before they were new. The New Defenders 138. We've got the Champions number 9 with Viv Vision over here, the only one in color. Everybody else in black and white. I think that's a dope cover. Here's Hulk number 9. I did not do this marker on this. That is actually the cover. That's why I like that cover. Pretty cool cover. All right. If you haven't put in your hashtag first duck yet, you have about 10 seconds, which is probably less because by the time this gets to you on the internet, I've already started the process, which I said 10 seconds ago, which is delayed by probably like 3 to 5 seconds, meaning, all right, delayed long enough, guys. Let's go. Let's roll this. Who gets a first duck? And Joe. Joseph Michaels. Yeah. All right. Adventurous Joe with the first duck of August. Let's go ahead and find a completely new page for this. Let's see. Here we go. Completely new page. Joe. All right, Joe, what do you know? You got a duck for August. All right. Jimmy, I don't think I said hi. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy's in the house. Jimmy Lucari. Roman Reigns. Former Edmonton Eskimo, speaking of football, right? I feel like that whole family, right? Because it isn't like The Rock's cousin. They all tried to play football, ended up in the CFL, and then became wrestlers. We are the champions. That's a really, it's a cool champions cover. There's the first duck. If y'all like goofy sports, I am watching the Red Bull soapbox races on Discovery Plus. It is hilarious. Lots of wipeouts and costumes. Yeah, the soapbox races are fun. I knew I should have timed them out. Timed out works for you too, Dagger. Remember that. Also timing someone out so they can't take part in the giveaways against the rules of being a blue wrench. Yup. Just yup. Yes, it is. So we're gonna time. All right. Hold on, guys. Hold on. You know what time it is. I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't have this queued up already, but here we go. Here we house. Yes. I make my own rules, but if you break rules, it is justified. Ducks, 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 ducks. Everybody! Purple ducks, green ducks, red ducks, Batman ducks, ducks, ducks. Oh, we got some more of that Batman. James Tynan. That's a double right there. Oh, and more doubles. 110. Got this guy's name. What's it like? Something. Yeah, I forget his name. But we got 2 of those. But we got some detectives. Some old-fashioned new Batman. Joe fights dirty. I don't fight dirty, I fight smart. This is the Pepe Larraz 1 in 10 Dark Hawk. I don't know what I was going to say, Dark Work. 1 in 10 design variant. I don't remember this. Yeah, I don't think this book went very far. What else we got here? We got some Donny Cates Thor, number 16. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 72. Some of my PC slipped into this box. It's okay. This is a dope cover. As I say that, I don't show it to you. But this might be Mark Tichetto. Daredevil, Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil, issue number 33. Like his horns are on fire. That is just a really cool cover. And this book I liked and I hated and I liked it again. And then I finally settled on liking it. But there was a period of time where I was just like, this book is not great. But Robert Kirkman and Chris Samney on Firepower. The Firepower is literally like this guy is like Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter and just shoots fireballs from his hand. Fireball, fireball, fireball. No, but it's pretty good. Cliff. That is the link for Cliff on Comics. What's up, Cliffy? Haven't seen Cliff in a long time. Thor. You love your Thor. Yeah, Chip was good on Daredevil. It was a really good read. I loved it. I did love me some Chip. We are plowing through this box of books, by the way, guys. All right, this right here, I have two of them, is a Era book, Jenny Zero. Came in for 1 second. Ian Snowflame. Yeah. All right, so let me see if I can find the Era. I think it was just a reprinted page. Like nothing too crazy. Or they printed like the ending at the beginning, something like that. I forget what the Era was. I could just Google it if I need to. Oh, there is some comic nudity in this book. Not a lot. Just enough to be like, oh. Oh, yeah. It's like, there it is. She becomes a giant monster, though. I did not see the Era, though. I'm going to have to Google it. This is the Jenny Zero Era. Jenny Zero Era comic. This is the first issue. Let me see. I guess I'll share this page. It's called recalledcomics.com. First time I've seen this website, but we'll share it with you. This is the first issue of Jenny Zero, written by Dave Blanche, Brockton McKinney, with art by Magenta King. All right. due to page 12 from issue number 2. So page 12 is from issue number 2. Oh, that explains some stuff, I guess. Yeah, so I think what happened was, this is the page 12, but page 11 is also at a party. Same party. So maybe they just got the pages mixed up because it's the same party scene that happens in multiple comics. Anyway, Jenny Zero. Recall. It was recalled. Larry's in the house. What's up, Larry? L Green Machine. LGM. LGM. All right. What else? If you ever wanted to know what Gordon hunting down the Joker would be like, they did a series about that called The Joker. James Tynion on that. So, and also featuring Punchline. There was a side story with Punchline. You like webhead variants? We got those. This is the second printing. This is one of Ron V's early comics. These Savage Shores. Got this from, looks like T-Fall. And I'm pretty sure this was local comic book shop day variant, which is not to be confused with new comic book, pre-comic book day. So not FCBD, but this is local comic book. So it's like LCBD, but not FCBD. The Joker, aka the Adventurous Joe. Not as much of a party as in here, though. Damn right. We got our party. We got our party. Everybody, clap your hands. Sorry. Oh, that is very yellow. I am tungsten at the moment. How about that? It's cool. That's a big book. That is a big book. I don't even know if they do local comic book day, comic shop day, local comic shop day, because I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. Ooh, anybody remember when the Ghostmaker came out? I remember the Ghostmaker. And Pepperidge Farm remembers the Ghostmaker. Looks like I got 2 of those too. I got a lot of Batman. Here's another one of those Joker covers. Joker here does not look happy. Actually, he looks a lot like he likes fava beans and Chianti. Oh, what was her face? Oh, I forget her name. She was Molly, Miracle Molly. I saw the belt. Miracle Molly. I think Tynion had big plans, and then they didn't happen. But I got covers A and B. We got all the Miracle Molly that you need in your life. Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's Batman Day, There was Superman Day this year. Not every shop participates in those. There was Wonder Woman Day a couple years ago. Those are just like usually offshoots. Batman Day basically happens every year. And then there is Free Comic Book Day. There's the Halloween. So the guys who do Free Comic Book Day also do Trick or Read. Trick or Read is what it's called. And they do some free books for Halloween. And then there was Local Comic Shop Day, but I'm not sure if that still happens. And there was Spider-Man Day. And Marvel did like a 616 day too, but they only sent like comic shops like 4 comics, like 4 total comics, and like a pin or something. Like it was not anything huge. Bobby's in the house. What's up, Bobby? Bobby De La Ghetto in the house. Forget Bane's daughter's name. Anybody remember her name? Like Bayonet or something. Anyway, Joker number 2. She came out, and I think Joker number 2 is her first appearance. I don't know why I have so many copies of Joker number 2, but probably because that was her first appearance. Yeah, I probably mentioned 616 Day. You were probably here chilling on this channel. Here's a cool Joker card. This is the Joker number 3. What else? This was a fun series, at least the first part of the book, and then it lost me with the second volume. But We Live, number 5. The Miranda Brothers. Yeah, I think next year 616 Day will be bigger. This year was just like, I feel like it was very last minute, ill-conceived, and so that kind of led to what it was, which wasn't much. And I think next year it'll be something bigger. Preseason. That's right. We had the Hall of Fame game the other day. So love a good Joker cover, right? Yeah, joke, like those are things that like get me. Like I may not even be reading a series, and you put the Joker on the cover, and that's how they used to sell the books back in the days. Anyway, great, have a really good cover, and you just put the Joker on a cover, and I'm like, yes, chilling at Harvey's. Nice. Get on the bike in the gym. That's good. I mean, I don't love riding the bike at my gym, but you know what? It's safer. One, I don't have to worry about getting run off the road. But 2, like at least it's indoors. You're not dealing with elements. Like if it rains, you can still do it. If it's too hot outside, you can still ride your bike indoors. Like there are some advantages. Go, Pat, go. Oh, Munch. We'll have to check that out. This was a What If series. I think this was a couple of issues, though. It was more than just one issue, maybe 3 issues. Spider-Man, Spider's Shadow, What If. I'm drawing a blank, but I believe it had to do with the symbiote. And like if he had kept the symbiote. So this was actually, I think, a really good idea. Was having Elektra become a Daredevil, right? Putting her spin on the Daredevil character. So I'd like that. Oh, here's some classic possible Bronze Age, but I'm not sure. Captain America 352. Not sure what year. But first appearance of the Supreme Soviets, first Phantasma. So, to say, good work, men. The Avengers have murdered the Soviet super soldiers. Oh, Batman Annual, number 5. Now they just call each one number 1 and or they just put the year on it. I don't even think they put an issue number anymore. So the origin of Clown Hunter revealed. Clown Hunter. People went kind of crazy over the Clown Hunter character too. Like that was insane. Yep. When it's cold, rain, etc., the gym is definitely a better idea for biking. This was a great series of Spider-Man. Joffrey. Which the What If or the I guess it's the What If. I don't think I showed a different Spidey book. All right, a few more books. We'll draw that last duck of the night. Love a good time. Ooh, free comic book day. Number 100. Street Fighter. Number 100. Ryu versus Chun-Li. Yes. Oh, we got some free comic book day books here. This is a Korean book. It's a contemporary Korean comic that they released out here. So, manhwa. I may have said it right. I may not have. Here we go. AWA Upshot. J. Michael Rosinski. The Resistance. Also bite-sized and erratic. I think I read all of these. Like, I think I bought issue number 1 for all of them. Bite-size was pretty good. I think I stayed with that. Kari Andrews is doing that. Don't remember too much about erratic. And Resistance was actually pretty good. J. Michael Straczynski tends to do some good work. He's a writer you can rely on. Little Lulu, No Boys Allowed. Look at all that molasses. Just like the female Dennis the Menace, just more malicious. Like doesn't do things on accident, just really malicious. Here's a cool free comic book day. Spider-Man number 1. This was when Donny Cates was working on it. Ryan Stegman. I vaguely remember this being like a spec book for a hot minute, but I forget why. If you're into like cult classics, Blade Runner 2015, or was that 2019? Sorry, 2019, not 2015. And this came out in 2020. So this book's like 5 years old. Who knew? If you're a Disney fan, we got free comic book day Disney Masters Donald Duck. First appearance of Feathery Duck. Got 2 of those. All right. Here's some more random. This must be manga from Tokyo Pop. We got Bibi and Miyu and Fox and Tanuki and the little Tanuki. Free comic. You gotta love free comic book day. Like, it's one of my favorite days of the year. I used to have to work on some free comic book days too, and it's on a Saturday. But my job always required like work on a Saturday. Oh, I have a double of that Joker cover, Joker number 3, and I have another one of those Joker number 2s. I got so many of these Joker number 2s. It is insane. So that was 2, that was 3, and we also have Joker number 4. I was reading the Joker series until it Tynion jumped off of it, but it also changed direction. It was less about Commissioner Gordon. Do you like your free comic book stamped or not? Honestly, I prefer them unstamped, but I have stamped ones too. I just go to so many different stores, so I don't know. I think to me it doesn't matter. Like if I had a loyalty or an allegiance to a store, then I might want it stamped by the store. But it also doesn't bother me though if I get them stamped. And sometimes if I get them mailed to me from somewhere else, like somebody includes them from like their packages or something, it's cool to have the stamp because then I kind of get a grasp or concept of where that book's been and where it is now. Last couple of years I volunteer at my house. Oh, that's cool. See, that's cool. And then you get like, I like it because you get all the kids coming in too. You get the new comic book readers, right? It's not just the same crowd. It's a different crowd. Well, if you wanted to know what Marvel previews looked like in November of 2020, King in Black. I have no idea why I have this preview in a bag and board. Probably just because I liked the cover. I do weird things sometimes. I was gonna stop, but there's still free comic books to go through, so I want to see all these free comics. They want to promote themselves too. But for hanging around, let's do another duck. While that sits up, we got Canuck Beyond and Captain Battle. Isn't there also like a Captain Canuck? I could be wrong, but this guy seems Canadian. But I don't know. Let's see. Let's choose stream. There's another. When The Boys came out, they re-released The Boys #1 as a free comic book day. I used to do a show called Cocktails and Comics with some friends of mine. I mean, I guess it still technically exists, but we haven't done it in a while. And we covered The Boys. So if you ever want to know my opinion or thoughts on that, it's in my playlist called Cocktails and Comics. I like it weird too. Canucks Beyond. There is a Captain Canuck. Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and collect. So go ahead and put in the hashtag FCBD, Free Comic Book Day, as we continue to go through this. I like it weird and raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, Lady Mechanica. They usually do this every Free Comic Book Day, or I don't know if they had one this year, honestly, as I say that. But if you have a chance, Rich Benitez, Joe Benitez, sorry, does this. Yeah, give it a read, give it a chance. If you see it in a dollar bin or if you see a trade, I like Lady Mechanica. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. What else do we have? Asterix, the international bestseller, is here. It's like a little Norse. I don't know. It's like Viking. Maybe that's what I was going for. It's like a little Viking guy, and, always fighting back. I'm guessing they look Greek or Roman, but it's a fun comic from the little bit I've read. Stranger Things, that should be coming back for one last season, so that's pretty cool. I think we already talked about this one, so I have another copy of The Resistance. This was a good video game. I never finished it though, so I got to get back to it. Horizon Zero Dawn, because they're already on the second version of that, and I think an expansion came out. So here's a different Stranger Things. Captain Canuck #3 has the first appearance of Surfer Shabala. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, if that's correct, that is super interesting. Captain Canuck Creator is coming to the Ottawa Comic Con next month. Sweet. Are you gonna go to the Ottawa Comic Con? I think there's something similar to that title, but I don't think it's based on the game. Horizon Zero Dawn. I think it's like Zero Dawn Horizon. It's like the movie, and this is Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be making that up in my head, but I don't think the comic and the movie are the same thing. Yep, I think so. Oh, man, have an amazing time if you go. I don't know why I got so many of these. Looks like I have 3 issues of Supermercado. Translation: Supermarket. The collection of Oni Press comics from Yuhidi Mercado. All right. What do we got? All right, we got like maybe half the entries of the people who are watching. I definitely will. Yeah. So I'll give it a few more minutes just in case anybody else wants to get in before we spin for that duck. And then we're going to do another duck. And then we're going to go home. All right. This is, again, I don't know. I guess I just like this cover. Previews from 2020. This is actually from December, for February 2020. So this is from 2019. Wolverine #1. Benjamin Percy, Adam Kubert, Victor Bogdanovich. There you go. Marvel Spotlight. The free Marvel Spotlight. This has like previews in it. So this had a preview of Doctor Strange and a preview of Conan, Secret Wars. Joe Hill. Does anybody out there know who Joe Hill is? Who's Joe Hill's dad? But turn a new page in fear with Hill House Comics. This was a sampler. This was called Head in a Basket or something like that. Apparently, I just want to save these spotlights. Wolverine through the years. This is cool. This is like a little, again, another little sampler, but it was cool. Sampler of cool stuff. King of the Hill. King's son. Yeah, it's Stephen King. Stephen King's son is Joe Hill. Which I'm like, maybe that's why he got his own imprint years ago at DC. What do we got here? We've got an ash can, The Umbrella Academy, Hotel Oblivion. Rico Tamaki, Harley Quinn's Breaking Glass Special Edition. This is like an excerpt of the graphic novel. I believe this was YA. Sweet Wolverine. Sweet Christmas. Here's another ash can. Preview ash can. This is Star Trek and Planet of the Apes. Sometimes I'm lucky and my LCS guy will hook me up with some ash cans. So, you know, a lot of times ash cans come out almost every week, or at least every month. There's a few ash cans that drop. But a lot of them don't turn into anything. They're not like super expensive or exciting. Here's the this is a mini comic, so I'm not even sure. Oh, this was with the Wizard magazine. So Sensational Spider-Man #3 mini comic that came in a Wizard comic. Breaking Glass. I like that title. Wonder why. Wonder why. Full crossover. Minecraft. This was like a free little ash can. Yeah, this is from Image. Jesus Freak. World's leading magazine of holy prophecy. I have no idea that comic series ever went anywhere. I'm guessing it did not. Unknown 9 Archives, little free preview by Dark Horse. Jay Lee art. Maybe I'll bring that to get autographed. Just another Umbrella Academy. This is Burger Books out of Dark Horse. They did like a little sampler. I don't know if anybody ever saw this. Mystery Science Theater 3000. They did like a little Dark Horse comic. Again, I saved another preview book for some reason. Love the sound of breaking glass. And you love Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, guys, help Dagger reach 2K in his Great Cycling Challenge for sick kids with cancer in honor of his dad. That's why he shaved, guys. Help him become a legend for all the sick kids out there. He's already a legend. He doesn't need to become a legend, but help his legend grow. How's that? Help the legend of Dagger grow. All right, let's see where we're at. All right, we got a few more entries. I like walking on broken glass. What? Dagger, you can see me. All right. Just want to do these books because they got like this. The top of the backboard is a little bent, like somebody ran their finger across. We got Big Girls #1. You know what they say about big girls? They don't cry. Big girls don't cry. They don't cry. All right. Now we have another one of those Titan comics. We have Blade Runner 2019, not free comic book day. The actual $3.99 version. I have superpowers, among other things. Stray Dogs #4 with the movie poster cover variant. What was this? Pet Cemetery, I believe. Straight up from the first series of Kanto. This is issue #3. I highly recommend this book, guys. Highly recommend it if you can get it. This series, I had a lot of hope for, and then I don't know what happened. We only find them when they're dead. Issue #3. You know, I probably just stopped reading it. It probably wasn't that bad. Crossover. #5. This is the one where Donny Cates tried to like bring in like all these different elements from comic books, and that was pretty cool. Falcon and the Winter Soldier #1. I believe that's the first appearance, or at least of the suit of the new Falcon, Joaquin, right? At least in suit. This was good. It's only issue #9, but I have the rest. Strange Adventures by Tom King. This was a dope series. If you can read this, read that. Shadecraft. No idea where this went. I didn't finish it. Spawn #316 with Redeemer on the cover. And then another Marvel previews with Thor. I gotta figure out something to do with those. I don't want to end on a preview, but let's run this free comic book day. Draw it. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, StreamYard may know. What do we get? Kirby. Kirby gets a duck for this week. I said for this week, but I meant this month. Congratulations, Kirby. All right, a few more books, and we are out of here. We're gonna do one more poll for some ducks. But Robin number 1. This has been on my back burner for a while, guys. I want to actually get into series and start reviewing them. And this one has been on the back burner for a while. I think I actually talked about this with Rising Rhino a long time ago. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a Spawn book. And I think I have like one Marvel book that I'm thinking about doing. But series, right? So not just not just one issue, but complete series. But yeah, Robin, this is the first one that was on my list of ones to do. So we have Robin 1, Robin 2, which introduces Flatline, who he kind of ends up having a thing for. We're gonna do the rest of the series. We have the whole series, so we'll just do it at some point. And then we'll release it in sections. All right, let's see. Big girls need love. Everybody needs love. Sweet Stray Dogs. All right, I like the movie poster covers. Those were really good. Everybody agrees. You can never have too many Thors. Damn right. Howard is back. Congratulations to Kirby who won. Here's Kirby's link. There's Dagger's link. Rummage sale scores. Who doesn't like a good rummage sale? Joe is my Robin. This was an indie, All-American Comics. Character looks very much like America Chavez, right? But it's been a while since I read that. This was a Mark Miller book, American Jesus. I did not get that far through that book. Let's roll this last duck. And then if you guys want to hang out, we'll just push it to 11:30. So we just end at the half hour. But if you guys got to go, always feel free to go. Don't feel like you have to stay around. We'll do one more. We'll do this duck, and then we'll do one more at the end at 11:30. How's that? So Kirby got a duck. And Christina gets a duck. All right, Christina, congratulations. All right, so then we just got to put in for one last duck. And we'll figure it out as we go. Personal Jesus. Oh man, these books got all turned around. I don't know if you guys know the art of James Sticco. I may even be saying it wrong, but it's really cool. Got like really, he puts like the most minute lines in the work, and I wish my camera would zoom in a little bit more, but like he just puts in like the tiniest details, which is really cool. I don't know if you guys read this, Grant Morrison, but this was a fun read. Proctor Valley Road, issue 1, issue 2, issue 3. I think it was, I want to say that was a 4-issue series. Yep. We've got Resistance number 1, but not the free comic book day one. I actually paid for it after I read the free one. Here's an ash can that's full-sized. It's called Rabbit World. and that was from Scout Comics. I think Scout Comics is still around. They just don't do that much. We have Radiant Black #1. So Radiant Black #1 still going strong. You know, they're in the 40s now with their issues, something like that. There's Bobby Delgado's Instagram. Go check that out. I think the next person gets a goose. Goose equals 3 ducks. Duck, duck, goose. Instead of a turkey and bowling. Oh man, this was an interesting. I have to reread this. This was an interesting one. The Scumbag by Rick Remender. Basically, like a drunk drug addict accidentally gets powers. I think it was like nanotechnology or something like that. He ends up getting inside of him, and now because he has that inside of him, because there was another guy, like a spy or something, who was supposed to get it, but he gets killed off or somehow, and so somehow the syringe of this technology ends up with Ernie, and he takes it, and now he's tasked with saving the world. This is the complete unabridged first issue, so maybe like the second or third print. The world's fate rests with the worst person on it. Here's issue 2. Here's issue number 3 with interesting cover. Orgy cover, if you will. Nice title. I almost didn't read title. And there's Psychotronic Squirt Guns link. So if you want to check that out, feel free. And then tune in Wednesday for New Comic Book Day. Why? With some comic news, where Aaron and I go over our my pickups for the week and why I still continue to buy modern comics, new comics. Sea of Sorrows, issue 1 and issue 2. Christina rocks. Damn right. 7 Secrets by Tom Taylor. Good series. I think this is the Jenny Prison cover, by the way. Good series. Was weak, like fell off for a little bit, and then got strong again towards the end of it. So here's Sea of Sorrow number 3. So I had 1 and 2. Here's 3. E-Man, what's up, buddy? Such a fantastic series. Yeah, I feel like, to me anyway, 7 Secrets was a little uneven at the beginning. Like, it was great, and then the pace kind of slowed down towards, like, the first 3 or 4 issues were like amazing, and then like issues 4, 5, 6, or maybe 5, 6, 7 weren't as good. Like, the pacing just kind of came to a halt, and then after that, it got back to where it needed to be, and then I was like, all right, cool. So, but yeah, I'm going through my long boxes. I moved a while ago, and I got to figure out what's in all these boxes. So, the best hair in the community. Go check out E-Man. Yeah. I got to see that hair up close and personal at Heroes Con. It's not nothing to sneeze at. The rumors were true, guys. Guys, this was a good book by Ram V. The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. Issue 1. Issue 2. And this is issue number 3. Yeah. Right? It was so good. Rom V like really owned it. This is Maniac of New York, #1. I met the artist, Andrea Muti, at C3. Not C3, E3. C2, E2. There we go. How's it going to come to me? C2, E2 in Chicago. Yeah, he was a fun guy. Great dude. I think I bought like a sketch. It's actually hanging on my wall over there. I'd get up and get it, but I'm not wearing pants. So could just turn off the camera. Yeah, no, good dude. I think he sold me like a sketch he was just doing at the table. He's like, if you want it, it's yours. And I was like, oh, let me give you something for it. He's like, yeah, give me like $20. And I said, okay. And I got an original art piece or doodle for $20. Invincible #1. They did a 10th anniversary issue of it. So here's the 10th anniversary issue of Invincible. But speaking of C3, right on cue, Comics Curing Cancer. What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh. Okay. Oh. Apparently I found a chunk of my Spawn collection. So, all right, we're going to finish off with these books real quick. We got Shadecraft, #1. Running out of places to put books. We've gone through a lot tonight. Here's an early Spawn. Got to break this out for like best Christmas covers. This is Capullo and Todd McFarlane in 1995. Spawn #39. Christmas cover. It says $10 on it, but the booth I bought it at was doing 60% off. So I paid like $4 for it, which is probably what this issue is actually worth. So it wasn't like I got a great discount on it. Though now, who knows? Aaron, I'll see you Wednesday, buddy. I can't wait to bid on some cool stuff during my birthday month, right? That's coming really soon. Here's Spawn 294 with the Violator. Yep, 294. Cover B. Francisco Mattina. Pretty sure that's a Francisco Mattina cover. Here's another Francisco Mattina cover, 295. So we're probably just going to go through some Spawn books. A lot of these are Todd books. Spawn 296. We're on the road to 300. And we'll stop at 300. 297. Sweet Spawn. My West Coast contingency is checking in. What's up, Alex? Yo, what's up? Fuck yeah, Spawn. Here's 298. This is the C cover, black and white variant. They were doing these for a while. So like it was like color, virgin variant, or black and white. I was all confused back in those days. I was buying all the covers. But here's 298 in color. And not color. Pencils and just color. But 298 is kind of an homage to ASM 298. If you really study it. It's 299. Pretty sure 299 is also an homage. And then this was the book that kind of, I guess, put Spawn back on the map with the sales. Because Spawn 300. This is the book that got everybody back on Spawn. And they held on for a wild ride since then. Let's see. Let's catch up on the chat. What's up? He loves comics and cards too. The comic addict. There we go. Alex, did you see the Hart Austin did for the comic Hart Family Project you can bid on during C3? Did not see that, but I'm pretty sure if Austin LeMay did it, it is going to be phenomenal. All the Spawn covers. You've got good taste, good sir. For a long time, I was saying that there's no such thing as a bad Spawn cover. So, I mean, you can disagree, but like maybe you say this one's bad, but and make sure to check out Christina over there on Instagram too. But I mean, check that out. This is Capullo in 2019 with Todd. Here's another variant of 300. Capullo and Todd on the inks. All right. Here's an homage of 300. And this will be the last one. This might be 301. Yep, this is 300. So I got a couple of those. And I guess we're not going to stop at 301 because 300 because 301 was the I think that was the record-breaking one. That was the one I think that put him past Cerberus. But we'll do 301. We'll do the McFarlane cover. This was McFarlane with somebody else, but I'm not sure who the other person was. You got Spawn up top. You got the big baddie down here. Bunch of other Hellspawn. I don't know who half these Hellspawn are. They're just other versions of Spawn. But that's 301. That was supposed to be the one that, for indie books, the groundbreaking indie world record breaking whatever. So I think I bought all the 300s. Yeah, they were pretty cool. So there were some good ones. I think I also have like the J. Scott Campbell one. It's a Spawn Heart. Yeah, I figured when I was doing the Spawn books and you brought up Austin, I was like, it must be. It's probably pretty cool. I'm sensing maybe some gray in there. Not gray. Green. But that would be cool. All right, we're gonna do one last pull for a duck, and again, guys, these ducks will be pulled the first week of September. But you know, by coming in and winning a duck, you get to participate. So I'll leave this up for a little bit. Get in your hashtag Spawn Duck. We get about 2/3 of the way there. We'll spin it, and then we'll head on out. I thought this was a goose. 31 hearts will be up for bid. Everybody can have a heart now. No Grinches, guys. Yes. Todd Farther. We are not worthy. You'll get there soon enough, man. One day. Get back. else we got? Here's some Spawn 302. Pulu and McFarlane. And then Jason Sean Alexander came back for 303 with Todd. Drill 4. More. More Spawn, please. This is 305. Here's a good headshot. Also, where's 306? All right, well, I'm missing one. So now we're at 307. Philip Tan filling in. Check out that head sketch. And that's McFarlane. That's the McFarlane head. Philip Tan's on the interior. Here's another 308. $309. And this may not even be the best one because McFarlane did cover B with the Gunslinger. And that's what I'm talking about. Gunslinger Spawn. Let's see. What's the next con you going to? So at some point I thought I might be going to Terrificon in Connecticut, but I'm not. So my next con on the books already booked is New York Comic Con. So, and there's a couple of smaller cons that are happening that I may be attending, but I think right now New York Comic Con is the next one. That'll be my next big one. Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta pull out this 310 with the Gunslinger. Yeah, I got a lot of Spawn, especially from like 250 to now. I'm thinking though, right, in those big places, you're gonna get some good. You're gonna get some good artists. I feel like the companies themselves will pay just to have, those guys fly out there. Plus, you'll probably have Zdarsky, right? He's Canadian. Come out, got to represent his peeps, right? Yeah, it seems like you're a Spawn fan. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah, right. John Boy Myers. He was hot for a hot minute or two. All right, we're gonna spin this. Then we're heading out. Dagger. Bam, 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 bam. Dagger. Yeah, I think Gunslinger is the best of the side stories. He's just a cool all around Spawn. He doesn't really have all the top powers those guys have, but he's a gunslinger, so that's pretty cool. See the clown run with the minions, kind of like a gang of banditos with the clown. Clown is a scary character too. And then Clown and Violator, a couple of, what was it, last year or something? Like, honestly separated. And then we had the whole Battle for Hell. Which was crazy. And then we got, She Spawn on the throne, or Nyx, if you will. But yeah, Spawn is it's a decent story. It's pretty good. I want to go back to Heroes and find your guy Aaron right there, the weird guy that showed himself. Ah, that's funny. I did see him in a video. So, no, man, that's funny. Ooh, save the best for last. Excuse me. All right, guys. So it was fun. We will do this again next Monday. Tomorrow, I should have. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, but I should have my comics for the week video up. So if you want a preview of the comics coming out during the week, feel free to tune in to my channel tomorrow. Wednesday, we will have New Comic Book Day Y with Psychotronic Squirt Gun Aaron. All right, the co-hostess with the mostess. And we'll be going through my pickups on Wednesday, my New Comic Book Day pickups. He'll show some ASM. We're working on an ASM trade. So he's showing me books between 200 and 300, which I kind of need to fill part of my run. So we're looking to make some trades. So come check that out. It could be a cool time hanging out. You get to look at some really cool ASM covers, you know, some classics and some Todds. So come check that out. And then the rest of the week, just keep your ear to the road, see what's coming out. Thank you for everybody being here. Thanks for the West Side Connection showing up. Have a great night, E-Man. Alex, my dude's over there. I do want to go back to Heroes 2 and meet my doppelganger and also show him some weird love on the way to the breakfast buffet. Hashtag Spawn Duck. Thrown under the bus. I see there's still a lot of Spawn Ducks in the so I'm not sure what happened, but I see lots of Joffrey Spawn Ducks in the comments. So it only takes one to get in. But he only saw Joffrey's. All right, guys. Oh no. Just keeping it fair. I think it only registers one. I'm not sure if the multiple entry thing works. I've seen people do it. I don't know if they win more or lose more based on putting multiple hashtags in. So I know the way I set it up, just supposed to read one, but who knows? Anyway, guys, it's nighttime. But before we go, I can't leave you guys just showing. So because every night here we end with a dance party. All right, guys. It's been a good night. Thank you so much. We'll see you during the week. Deuces. Peace. We're out. I'll see you. And thank you guys again, everybody who's been here. Awesome time. And yeah, that's it. Love y'all. Have a great night.